continuing failure in the city's schools, there appears to be only one way to correct the educational system. We must bring a new team of players into the school administration, starting at the top.
Happy holidays to the board. Mayor Ryan, thank you for all your hard work. Citizens appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm here to speak on the issue of the residential setting of the tax rate, and would ask that you reject the recommendation from Mayor Ryan and the action of the City Council yesterday. We believe that that action will further deteriorate the business environment here in the city of Springfield. Last year's rate was $31.91. If you went on the DOR website, you will see 3 communities in that with a business tax rate higher than 30. Ohio, West Springfield, and Springfield. And only 12 communities with a commercial rate higher than 25. So if you're trying to locate a business here in Massachusetts, and you do a quick search on the DOR website, you will see Springfield is having the 3rd highest tax rate. To increase the rate does not send a positive message to the business community here in Springfield. Very simple mathematics. The 3 fastest growing business communities in Western Massachusetts all have single rates. East Long Meadow has seen their industrial park take off. Ludlow, the same thing. The commercial activity along the Route 20 corridor in Wilbraham, which has a single rate, has been mind-boggling with all the new construction for commercial activity.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to speak about a letter that was sent to the governor by the school committee members. I was never notified nor consulted about this letter. Neither was Mayor Ryan, who is chairperson of the school committee. But yet, school committee members signed this letter in protest of the control board's action that you will make a decision on Dr. Burke's contract. The part that bothered me, we have a mayor that wasn't even consulted, myself, and yet they allowed Chris Collins, who hasn't been sworn in, to sign this document. They never asked Mayor-elect Dominic Sarno. He never got a call either. So, my problems are with this. I did call the governor's office and I said to the governor, I told him exactly why none of us should be selecting or voting on the contract of the superintendent, being that we all have family members working for the school department. He is their direct boss right now. Secondly, how dare they say the MCAS scores are up? I asked the governor to take a look at the truancy. In one school from September to November, 10,000 times the kids were truant in one school. In 4 schools, 29,000. Last year, the numbers were in the thousands. Let's talk about it. I said also about the students entering 9th grade and how many get to 12th grade. So how many percentages of 12th graders are actually graduating? Half of them? So what do we got, 350? Out of how many that entered? And how many without a certificate of attainment? So, when this control board makes a decision today, I hope that decision is to do a search, and I hope that decision is to undermine and assert the authority of the school committee, because first of all, I think the school committee acts independently when they don't include the boss of all bosses, which is the mayor, in a decision like this. And how dare they justify what has gone on in this system for so many years. And please, take heed to what Lois said. Look at the top heaviness of the administration. And before you renew any more contracts, please look at the people they are hiring, the people that are doing their jobs and not doing their jobs. That's very important. So I want to thank you very much for taking this time out to hear what I have to say.
Good morning, or good afternoon. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever your pleasure. I'm here to talk about the superintendent's contract. The Springfield Education Association, the superintendent and the current administration, have embarked on several collaborations. One of them with the Remedy Institute, Paul Revel, has been working with us, facilitating that even before he became chairman of the Board of Education. I believe fruit has been born from that collaboration. That testament to that is the actions of the Board of Education this week. That should be included, continuation of that in the new contract. The superintendent and his administration has committed to reviewing on an ongoing basis the new teacher evaluation and development system and jointly, collaboratively make any mid-course changes that are needed. I think that needs to be included in the contract for a superintendent, especially since 1,960 teachers are in their first 5 years in the city of Springfield. Over 1,500 of them in their very first job.
It appears once again that our state is preparing itself for lower revenues. It will not be long before this begins to affect Springfield. We have been down this path before, and our civic buildings have suffered. I specifically, the long silence of Campanile. I urge the Control Board, regardless of what Beacon Hill does, to maintain funding instead for stabilization and repair. Certainly there are other issues facing our city, but as you may or may not know, during the Civil War, and despite its cost, President Lincoln urged completion of the Capitol Dome as a symbol of the Union. A recent editorial in the Boston Globe cautioned against Springfield trying to recapture its glory. I say, why not? To paraphrase the late President Kennedy, this is absolutely one of those things we must do, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. And he was talking about going to the moon. Surely we can and must ascend all 300 feet of the Campanile and preserve it for succeeding generations.